Okay, we're live.
Alive. Why does people gotta text me now? Jeepers.
All right. Hey, everybody. How are you doing? Joey G is in the house and he's going to bring us more information. So I love having these shows on the weekends. I just think it's so fitting for us. Joey, how are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking.
Awesome.
Um, yeah. So there's just so much. What do you got on your plate today?
I got a lot actually. We were backstage and I was talking about my dream. So we'll talk about my dream first because that's like the first thing on my bookmark, and I can actually show you. And I was explaining to Janine earlier that I've been having this dream for like the past year, and I was just sitting, chilling out in the backyard, looking at the sky, and all of a sudden it like changed, and um, everything was like different. The whole sky was different, and the you could actually see like asteroids, and it was like weird coloring in the sky and everything. And I found something 4 days ago on X. Somebody posted, and it was like, imagine this, and it was like all AI, but I'm telling you, like, this is part of my dream. If you want, I'll show it to you guys. It's fucking insane. It really, excuse the language, but hey, I'm gonna swear a lot tonight because I'm like so excited. So this is what I was talking about right here. Can you guys
Oh,
see that?
yep, we got it.
Okay, I'm gonna blow that up. Yeah, I'm gonna play this real quick. This is only like a minute, but check
Whoa.
this extent. But it was like a really good idea of it. It's like total the sky just like that. And it was like so friggin' weird.
Yeah, kill the music, Joey.
Turn the music down.
Yeah, just black it down in case it's copyrighted. Yeah. It was
Oh,
okay. We
okay.
could get.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a popular song or not,
Yeah,
but
but I was like,
wow,
no, I had
yeah,
no
Steve.
idea. But this right, and and I wasn't even on anything either. I was not on anything when I was dreaming that. I was just sleeping. I just happened to be sleeping, and I was like, all of a sudden, I'm looking at the sky in my backyard. I was dreaming all this, and then I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "What happened to the sky?" It was like so vivid. It was like crazy. I couldn't believe it. And then I saw that and it was like blew my mind. And I was going to call Janine and tell her about it. Maybe she can explain a little bit to me, but I had nobody else to explain it to because my girl thinks or she already thinks I'm nuts. So I can't explain anything to her what I'm seeing. So I was like, what the hell? Oh God, I'm telling you. But
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm sure there's. I know the show's not going to be about dreams, but how many people
no,
out there also have these dreams? And I was rebuttaling to Joey. I saw one, the same thing. But it's a reoccurring dream, and somebody posted a picture out there, but it was more of a time travel. And I'm like, I was freaking time traveling with my sister who's deceased, and she was
right?
showing me this stuff. It blew my mind. Yeah.
Exactly.
Sam says sightings like that in LA.
Yeah, I bet there is. We're going to talk about LA in a little while. I got a bunch of stuff, and if you guys want to play a game, I have nothing to give away, but count how many 17s I talk about tonight because they're everywhere. And the first one, I'll share this. The first one we'll talk about is Donald Trump hiring a guy named Andy. Here we go. Hiring a guy named Andy Pulzer during his 17 quoted tenure as CEO. Andy led company. Now he's going for the United States ambassador to the European Union. That's 117 that was posted. Oh shit! What did I do? Hold on a second. Back that up. All right, let's stop sharing for a minute. I'll figure it out. I lost my place. That's the first 17. I think that was on January 23rd. Okay, it
What was the
started back
story in
then.
reference to?
Number 17. Now that guy, Andy Pulser, I think his name is. He hired him as the ambassador for the UN.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. We gotta find my bookmark again. I don't know why I hit that by accident. But let's see. I had it here. Where did I leave off? Nope, that's not it. That's not it.
I see Hula Hoop is out on Rumble. Give a shout out to Hula Hoop. She says, I love
Hey,
dreams.
hi, Laurie's. Oh, Laurie's. That's who you were asking me about the drops last night, and I told you I couldn't get a piece of paper and a pen and write this down and let me know on the YouTube chat when you're ready, and I'll give you the websites. I'm just trying to find my. I
Hula
had
Hoop is
everything already.
Hula Hoop was thinking the same thing, and I was thinking you were going to shout out 1717s.
Yeah. Is it really 17? Yeah, it's probably more than that. It could be more than that because I'll tell you, Catherine Herridge, she did a few of them. She I
Now,
think
what is your perspective of? So, Catherine Herridge was a, I don't know if
she's
you
at
want to call
Gitmo.
her, yeah, but she was a reporter for CBS. She got fired. She made big bucks.
Yeah,
Tucker Carlson interviewed her.
right.
They both talked. He interviews everyone that got fired from the major networks. And I never even knew who she was because I don't watch CBS News. I don't watch mainstream media.
I don't either, but we were told in one of the Q drops to watch the pen, and it had her picture on it. So everybody had to watch her, and it's coming back around again. That's why we got to follow her. It said watch the pen. Now everything she's doing behind the scenes right now, and that's why I'm following her, and I'm gonna play for you guys that didn't subscribe to her channel. You'll be able to see it tonight. I'll play all 6 days. It's only like maybe 3-4 minutes at a whack. It's not long, but you
Okay.
just I lost it, and we're coming up.
While you're looking for that, can I just show our artwork that Hula Hoop sent to me while
Yeah,
she's out
go
there?
for it.
I
Absolutely.
didn't do justice to the picture, and actually, after the show, my husband pointed things out, and then Hula Hoop wrote to me. So I want to explain this and show this one more time. I'll be right back. All right.
Yep.
So I got the picture here, and I'm coming back on camera now. All right, Joey, you look for that stuff there. Okay, so this is the beautiful picture. I'm going to come in real close, and this is not painted. This is my husband. He picked it up after the show, and he says, that's not painted. And I said, I knew it was something special, but it's artwork that's inlay is what he pointed out to me. And I love it. I just love it. So and then she wrote to me, I want to read what she said that it is. Again, thank you, Hula Hoop. I still have to put it up, but I wanted to talk about it first. She does more of this. The artwork that she does is like the wood inlay that you see in the furniture. She takes a picture of it. She'll take a picture and then she'll make a pattern, and then she hand cuts each piece, and then hand cuts from a piece of wood veneer or different colors and species of the wood to create the picture. She then takes the artwork and then glues it down to a substrate board. And it's like a boatload of clamps. And then she sands and finishes it with a hard rubbed natural wood wax to seal it. She wrote that and said, just to point out what the technique actually is. And my husband knew it because he does a lot of woodworking. And I said, oh my God, I want to learn how to do that. So maybe sometime later on this year, but I wanted to say thank you again. Hula Hoop sent this to me. And she is also an update on that. She uses an X-Acto knife and wood glue and stuff like that, but unbelievable how detailed. And she's a Virgo, so it's going to be detailed work. She said she's working on another piece for her daughter. And she's having a jewelry box made, and we'll apply it to the lid. And she's starting other pieces too. So thank you again, Hula Hoop, giving you a shout out. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. I gotta put this someplace. Okay, back to Joey.
Back to me. Okay, so I think it was Friday night. Pete Hegseth, he went to he got confirmed and all that. The next day, where is it? Right here. Let me get into this. Hold on one second. Pull that up. Come on. Okay. All right, check this out. We're talking about the 10 Days of Darkness.
I'm waiting for it to.
Yep, I'm sharing it.
Yep, I see it. I see it.
Okay. Can you see that?
Yep,
I don't know if I
it's
can
out.
blow that up. Okay, cool. All right, so what we have here, it says confirmed as the Secretary of Defense. And on the bottom there, it says confirmed. Secretary confirmed. We will be analyzed.
Yeah, will be analyzed.
Yep. Doc 10 Days of Darkness. So on the social media, going to be suspended for 10 days on the department, on the different levels of the.
Christina Wong is basically saying social media posts from official accounts, all levels of the department are temporarily suspended for 10 days.
Yes.
So this is effective January 25th, which was yesterday.
Correct. That's the beginning. And this one here, yep, this is from Absolute 1776, saying that the DOD just announced that they are going duck for, wait for it, 10 days. And here it is right here. That's
there's been so many different interpretations of these 10 days that it could fit just about every timeline we've got going on here. But I see where you're going with this. I kind of think I lean more towards the social media of it going silent.
Yeah. Well, we're going to continue on because of the drops. It's going to explain a little bit more, and then Dan Scavino dropped a bomb the other last night at 12:17 in the morning. We'll get to that. I think that's at the end of my bookmarks. But this one here, I think you saw. Didn't you go to this with Buck last night? I don't know if you guys did or not. This is when he was in California. He was going back and forth with Bass.
Yeah. And somebody pulled the mic from her too. The guy sitting next to him pulled. Well,
that's the
he
clip.
Put it over so he could talk, but he actually took it away from her.
Right. And it's funny too, because he mentioned water. He pulled the water away, and then Melania followed him, so we put the water under the desk.
Because of Resnick.
Right. And notice they have the black hats. They have black hats over here.
Oh, wait.
Wait. That's what the black hats were.
All right, I got mine now.
There you go. I got this I think it was my 49th birthday back in 2015.
I have a hat fetish.
Yeah, I do too. We might as well go to Catherine Heritage. Let me stop the screen for a second, and I'll just pull her up.
All right.
I'll go to her.
So just wondering how everybody's doing on their Sunday here. We're rolling out with Joey G, and tomorrow night we also have a show after 6:00 with Fran. So if you're on the East Coast, it'll be a 7:00 show. I'm going to do that one a little bit later. I think I'm going to keep most of my shows to the weekend, and then maybe every other show with Louis Hanshaw, every other week with Louis, or however he can make it. He's a traveling man. All right, so let's see what else we got here. Joey, I don't see it posted down there. Are you still digging it up?
Yep, I'm going to her page. It's going to be a lot easier.
Yeah.
if I go to her page and do this. So I
Yeah.
got her right about, let me see, what day is this? Oh, that's not it. This is day 1, I think. Oh, that's day 2. So this is day 1. Okay. Let me go back to StreamYard and we'll get this going. Anybody have any questions before I get going?
Class.
Oh, Laurie's. Here it is. I'll give you the website. It's Q Alerts, QALERTS .pub, PUB. That is one. That's one for the drops, and there's also a second website you can go on to check the drops also, and that is QAG AGG. Please don't. No, don't write that down. You can't. It's Q Alerts. AL. How do you spell that?
She's got it. QALVITS.pub, right?
No, it's QALERTS Alert.
Okay.
Q Alert with an S. QAlerts.pub. The
I'm
next
gonna
one.
hide my eyes like Millennia does.
There you go. I can't do it. I got my glasses on. The next one is QAG. It's QAGG .news. That's the 2 websites to get these things from. Okay. So that's that. All right. Where was I going? Catherine Heritage. Okay. So let's go to there. I'll share the screen. And
So
there we
just to
go.
give some updates, Catherine Heritages is doing a tour of Getmo, and she took a boat over there just to get everybody up to date on this. Now I was out on X. I don't see it posted yet, Joey. I was out on X.
No, I
And-
was just waiting for you. Yeah, she's on X, and I subscribe to her channel, and she'll explain to everything. It's the Biden knife.
But people are wondering. No, it was a posting from Barron who was asking the question, why is she doing this now? And I don't know if it was to make people think. Can you blow that up, Joey?
Yes. Yes. I was just looking for day 1. Here it is. You want me to
Okay.
play it?
Yeah, go for it.
You can see it, right? Okay.
Yep.
We're on our way to get.
Gotta be kidding me.
I'm traveling this week to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. We've just arrived at the airport, and now we're taking the ferry over to Camp Justice. That's home to the military trials and the military courts. Of course, the big case is the 9/11 prosecution. There is so much secrecy around this entire base. There are a lot of things that we would like to show you, but they're off limits. They're restricted for national security reasons. And the striking is that so many Americans don't even realize that the detention camps are still open. The military trials have still not concluded. And I just looked at this time and checked it again for Americans to really see what was happening here.
So the sound is not the best
As the
on
Trump
this
administration begins its first 100 days in office, we are at Guantanamo Bay and we'll be
I got
reporting
everything
from here at Camp Justice. We'll be inside the courtrooms. We'll have updates on the status of the military trials as well as the detention camps. This new administration is going to have to make some hard choices about the future of this operation.
Okay, that was the first one on the first day. Here's the second one. Can you see when I put the full screen up?
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm on full screen.
Including
Okay. All right, so I'll do that. This one's 4 minutes.
We're heading to the courthouse complex on the base, where military hearings are scheduled for 2 long-standing terrorism cases, including 9/11. Everything we do, everything we record is closely monitored and must be reviewed by the military. With few exceptions, most of the sites we travel to are security sensitive. There are 3 courthouses here at Camp Justice. The oldest courthouse is behind me. This is Courthouse 1. It's been around for decades, but it's no longer used for the military prosecutions. The main courthouse is Courthouse number 2. That's about 200 yards over to my right. This is a high security courthouse that was custom built for the 9/11 prosecution. There are so many restrictions around filming that courthouse that all we can show you is the barbed wire perimeter. There's also been some significant new construction here at Camp Justice, Courthouse number 3, and that was completed at a cost of around $4 million. What's striking is that so many administrations have had to shut down the operation here. President Obama signed an executive order 13492. His intent was to close down the detainee operations within a year. That has completely failed, and I think it showed a fundamental lack of understanding about the complexity of the legal questions here at Guantanamo. It all comes down to the CIA's enhanced interrogation program, what critics call torture, waterboarding, pressure positions. You just can't unring the bell on that time period. So that is the single issue, I think, that's responsible for grinding these cases to a halt, because there have been endless years of litigation about the evidence and what will be submitted to the courts. I first came to Guantanamo Bay 17 years ago in 2008 for the arraignment of the 5 9/11 defendants in the military courthouse just over to my left. This was under the Bush administration. Since the camps opened in early 2002, several hundred detainees have passed through the detention centers. The best number most people work with is somewhere close to 800. Now, only 15 detainees are left, and it costs about $450 million a year. And what's striking to me is that there's virtually no transparency on those operations now. The last time the media was inside those detention camps was 2019. This is a huge contrast from when I first came to Guantanamo nearly 2 decades ago. When we did the tours of the camps, we really had a lot of access. We were able to see the outdoor recreation areas. We were able to see these indoor communal areas. We were able to see the art lessons that were given to detainees. We were able to see the television sets that were brought in so that they could stay on top of the news. So when you think about this big picture and you look at the taxpayer dollars, about 450 million, and that may actually be on the low side, a dated number, for the current number of detainees, 15 that are left, 30 million taxpayer dollars to keep each one of them annually. And there's no way to really assess whether there's accountability and whether there's a lot of government efficiency when it comes to that taxpayer money.
Okay. That's day 2 and day 3. Now, she did mention 17. Okay. 17 years, that's false, because she was there 15 years ago, and I think it was 6 or 7 months. So she had to drop that 17. But watch how many times she just says 17 throughout these videos. It's crazy. Let's play this.
We're traveling to some of the new construction for legal facilities at Camp Justice, which includes a courthouse and these high-end housing units. The housing units were built for the major terrorism cases in the global war on terror that nearly 2 decades later have yet to go to trial. Camp Justice is part of the ELC. That's the Expeditionary Legal Complex here at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. This is where the military trials are held. And behind me are these individual housing units, what the military likes to call IHUs. There are 156, and they were built at a cost of $12 million for American taxpayers. We were not allowed to film inside the pods, but through the windows, we saw brand new, fully equipped kitchens and washing machines. Each 361 square foot unit cost about $76,000. They've had limited use. These housing units were designed for the 9/11 trial. There's no date certain for that trial at this point. They were anticipating jurors, defense witnesses, legal teams on both sides for the military, and then for the Al Qaeda detainees. What's striking to me is that we're
Joey,
17
pause for a
years
second.
away from the first time.
So if Barron Trump is out on X and he was talking about, why is she talking about this now? Are we going to start to see 9/11 trials coming up? I'm going to guess at it and say yes. What do you think, Joey?
Yeah, she explains that in day 6.
Oh,
She does explain that in day 6. I'm gonna rewind that a little bit 'cause she dropped another. Yeah, she explains it more in like day 5 and day 6 because she actually talks to people that's actually there. One was on the ship actually that got destroyed, but I'll let her explain that one. But I think so. She's there for a reason. She, like I said, she dropped a lot of 17s, and that's my ears perk up when I hear that. So she just mentioned another 17 too when you told me to pause it. So I'll back it up just to hear, and you can pick that one up too. It's pretty cool. Let me
okay.
know when you're ready. Okay.
All right,
Let
ready.
me back up just a little bit. Okay.
Years away from the first
Whoops.
time I came here, and then for the Al Qaeda detainees. What's striking to me is that we're 17 years away from the first time I came here and the suspects were arraigned,
17.
and now they're no longer 5. They're only 4. One of them was deemed not competent to stand trial in a death penalty case. Big picture, the commissions cost about $100 million for American taxpayers, and still we have no date certain for when this case will conclude.
Wow. No
Yeah.
date.
You know how much money we're dropping over there?
Everywhere. Everybody's got money
Yeah.
except for us.
Right? No kidding. Now here's day 3. We'll get everybody up to date because I think she does one every day.
The
So
alleged Al Qaeda
back it up.
members.
Okay.
To report from inside the high security military courts at Guantanamo Bay, we must travel with military escorts and pass through security checkpoints. These preliminary hearings are the only chance to see the alleged Al Qaeda members outside of the highly restricted detention camps. These long-standing terrorism cases have yet to go to trial. Courthouse number 3 is about 30 yards over here to my right. That's part of the new construction here at Guantanamo Bay. Like the rest of the courthouses, we can't take video of that because it's so severely restricted for national security reasons. The courthouse is home to the other big terrorism trial of the USS Cole. That was the suicide bombing in 2000 that killed 17 American sailors and injured nearly 40 others. The defendant in that case is a Saudi national, al-Nashiri. He's accused of orchestrating the attack and meeting with Osama bin Laden. I was inside the courtroom sitting about 30 feet from the defense.
How many did they kill?
17.
Here you go.
Were separated
I ring the
by this
bell.
reinforced glass. And I
Right?
was struck by how relaxed he appeared. He was wearing a light blue Oxford cloth shirt, and he sat there sort of swiveling in his chair as he wore a headset for the translation. And I was also struck by the size of his legal team, about a dozen people. So military attorneys, civilian attorneys, and support staff. This is a taxpayer-funded legal team. No American in a federal criminal court would have the benefit of that kind of legal firepower. The USS Cole case has been in litigation for 13 years. The court record is voluminous, over 100,000 pages. At the session we attended, they were still arguing over the validity of the terrorism charges. And one of the main questions in this case is al-Nashiri's time in the CIA Enhanced Interrogation Program, what critics call torture. So think waterboarding, think sleep deprivation, other forms of abuse. And the litigation is almost always about the evidence and what will be admissible in court. There were some of the victims' families. It's extraordinary to me that they still come. It's almost 25 years since the attack. And there is a real sense of frustration. I heard one of them say today, or sort of complain about all the legalese in the process. This new administration talks about accountability and government efficiency. They should consider that it's been almost 25 years since the USS Cole attack. And I've heard other victim family members in the 9/11 case say that it was such a wound when they lost their child, but they also feel that they were let down by their own government. There is an October trial date for the USS Cole case. If it's not further delayed, it will mark 25 years since the terrorist attack against American service members.
Is that fucking crazy how much money they're spending?
Yeah. It's a waste. It's a lot of waste. A lot of waste.
It is. It is. Here we go with Camp Justice Day 5. Let's keep it going.
Suicide bombers killed.
Rewind this.
We were granted a rare interview with two survivors of the al-Qaeda attack on the USS Cole. 25 years ago, suicide bombers killed 17 sailors and injured nearly 40. So let me ask you, because it's almost 25 years, what can President Trump do for the families of the USS Cole?
I would think the biggest thing that would help right now is just to bring this trial about.
So you want to see it get to a trial?
A
This fall.
trial just to end it for the families here and all the people that have been waiting all this time. I mean, I was on board the ship when this happened. I was maybe 20, not even 20 feet, 10 feet above where she was.
Is justice the death penalty? Is it life in prison?
I don't care if they make a deal. Justice is an end to this trial.
Abney, a retired master chief, and Lopez, who was a petty officer, sat in the same military court as the accused terrorist al-Nashiri. The Saudi national, who allegedly met with al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden, was arraigned 14 years ago.
This is the trial. It never ends.
Can't even get a trial.
The pre-trial that never ends. It just goes on, my friends. And that's what we're feeling. It's
Just listening to you.
Pre-trial
yeah.
motions, pre-trial motions.
It's like another
We're
wound.
like
Is it like another wound?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
in and of itself.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes. These 5 men
We're the only ones
that have been alive longer than we have been waiting for justice. The rest of these guys have been deceased longer than they were alive. He was
Shit.
24. He was 22. Come on. This is cruel. Look at the next 19-year-old and say, end your life today. And then in 25 years, we might hold the person that did it to you accountable. Maybe. Maybe not.
I've been in these courts a little bit, but I'm always struck by sort of the strength and the depth of the defense team.
You know what's even more frustrating? Really, the fact that us American taxpayers pay for his defense.
pay for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So another pie in the face. Here's your tax bill.
That's a kick in our ass.
Stop it.
And then
We're better than this, America.
right,
Stop it.
the PTSD that I'm talking about is almost 300 crew members who have seen body parts of their shipmates. I come down here for them. I come down here because somebody has to speak up for them.
You fucking believe this?
Yeah, this is basically showing you that they don't give a shit about Americans. Seriously, you can't say it any
Yeah.
other way.
Yeah, and we're paying for this. Can you fucking believe this? One more day. No, wait a minute. It was day.
Suicide bombers killed
Here we go.
Hey, Ellie Cat, how you doing?
We were granted a rare interview with two survivors of the Al Qaeda attack on the USS Cole. 25 years ago, suicide bombers killed 17 sailors and injured nearly 40. So let me ask you, because it's almost
Is this the
25
same one?
years, what
This is the
can
same one?
President Trump
Yeah.
do for the families of
Okay,
the
I'm
US?
sorry about that. Hold on a second.
All right.
I know I scrolled. Okay, here's day 6. All right.
The 9/11 case is at a crossroads. All week we've been hearing pretrial motions and oral arguments in the high security courthouse behind me, courthouse number 2, that was custom built for the 9/11 case, which has not gone to trial yet. There has been 17 years of litigation over the evidence. All of this is
17.
happening against a backdrop where 3 of the defendants, including the self-described architect of the attack, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, have reached plea agreements with the military commissions. There's a lot of secrecy about these plea agreements, but our understanding is that in exchange for pleading guilty to the 2001 terrorist attack, they will not face the death penalty and they will live out life sentences. All 5 defendants in the 9/11 case were held by the CIA before they arrived here at Guantanamo Bay about 20 years ago. This is a very controversial program. Critics call it torture, the enhanced interrogation program. We've been hearing testimony all week about waterboarding, water dousing, walling, and prolonged shackling. Once the 5 defendants arrived here at Guantanamo Bay, they were questioned by the FBI, and the government, the military prosecutors, are seeking to have those statements entered as evidence if the case goes to trial. They make the argument that there is a voluntariness to those statements, and that the statements the men made, which amount to confessions, are backed up by documents in the case. They presented phone records, banking records, so wire transfers of money to the hijackers in the United States, as well as fingerprint evidence. But the defense maintains that there was nothing voluntary about these statements to the FBI, that the statements to the FBI were tainted by torture, and that their clients never got over the fear of punishment. Therefore, nothing they could say to investigators was truly voluntary. The major twist in this case is that the federal courts in the US are now getting involved. There was a last-minute intervention by the Biden administration Justice Department to basically kill the plea deals that were negotiated by their own people. Defense attorneys for the 9/11 defendants say that a contract is a contract. They had already begun performing on the contract, and that it should absolutely stand. And this last-minute intervention is another example of the mishandling of the 9/11 case. What we don't know is whether the Trump administration is now going to get involved in the 9/11 case. They could let it ride, and they could take the position that this is the legacy of the Biden administration.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, all right. Let's cut this. Is it all the videos?
That was going on.
No.
I this black sites, whatever, as the family member, again, my brother was killed. If he had a choice of dying by a fireball of jet fuel that was coming at him or jumping out the window from the 103rd floor, that's hell too. That's torture.
Danya Mashiro lost her brother on 9/11 and agreed to sit down with us after one of the hearings and give us her take on the plea deals. What can President Trump do for the 9/11 families?
Well, we'd like to move these trials along, so we actually have a trial. We're in pretrial hearings right now. So this week, when we were in court, I've been able to see KSM. I've been able to see Natasha. Abalucci. It was different because I got to see them every day, and they can come in and out anytime they want to. I couldn't do that.
So you're saying that you have fewer rights than the defendants in the courtroom. Does it feel that way?
Kind of felt like that.
Mm-hmm. So 3 of them are have done plea agreements
Right.
with the government, which would take the death penalty off the table. What are your thoughts about that?
The plea agreements that they entered into, I think that they're not fully explained to everyone. I am supportive of
Ella.
those plea agreements. I would love them to be put back into play because it just wipes out the fact they can't appeal, which would mean that they would never get out. And that's my point. Because if they are allowed to get the death penalty and it does go to trial, then they can get all these appeals. And so it's just going to lengthen the process. And we've already been doing this for 20 plus years. The event has been 20 plus years. We don't want another 20 plus years. We want it to be done. We want finality.
That's the end of that. She hasn't come up with the 7th one, has she? No. Okay, that was it.
Okay.
Whew.
Yeah, that's a lot of information, but the really to bringing it into light, somebody's paying her to reveal this stuff. Barron Trump is out on X saying, why is she talking about this now? They're trying to get us more aware that the 9/11 stuff is coming, along with, I never knew about that ship. And that story there about the ship is so heartbreaking. You could definitely tell that the guy has PTSD, and it basically, what it's showing very strongly is how our government can do whatever the hell they feel like doing and just treat us like nothing because they can.
Yeah. Well, basically, yeah. But like, look at, she's there for a reason, and I believe Trump sent her there to, move things along a little bit more. And there's another reason why she's at Gitmo, and I ain't gonna explain that right now.
Yeah. So I kind of wish they would do a drone over. I've seen a couple pictures of the drones over Guantanamo Bay. But I want to see what it looked like maybe 8 years ago to compare. I've been hearing stuff, and I want to just basically be able to see, are they still building? Are they still building out? It's a waste of money. And what she was showing in the first video there, I think it was the first or second one, some of those are just sitting empty.
Appears to be, but don't forget Trump's first administration, when he first became president, he expanded everything. So they've been doing a lot of stuff. So now they have more. Oh, geez, I think it quadrupled, or now it's like 5 times the size as it was before. Now they have like 3 or 4 different courtrooms now. And Trump's always talking about quick trials, because don't forget, child sex trafficking is coming up too now. And I have some of that information, not too much, but I got some. So the next shit I wanted to show you, it was another 17 coming out of California. There's actually a few of them. If you want me to get into that right now, or do you have any questions about the other thing?
No, I know that was good information. Thank you for sharing that. If anybody's just, he's revealing some videos because you have a subscription to Catherine's site, right? So even if you're out on X, you're not going to get access to what Joey is showing us here.
Right. It's worth the $7 for me. You know what I mean? Because I can share it on the podcast and everybody can see it. You don't all have to do it. I mean, I'll do it for you. It's no problem. It's no big deal. Let's have a little fun, shall we? All right. Now this is Trump in California when he got there, and I want to say it was 10 minutes that he had this guy. Now wait a minute, I'm gonna pull this up just a little bit more. What number is that?
Yeah, it's E17.
17. Okay, so he had this guy waiting 10 minutes while he was outside by himself for 10 minutes, and then Trump decides to come down. Now I have a real funny meme on this too, so I'll play that in a minute. Did you go over this last night?
Yeah, we did. We talked about that. So We had a lot of feedback from people out on YouTube on that one too. We were comparing the height of Trump and him. I think he's a much taller drink of water. So yeah, yeah, 17s are all over. 10 minutes later, he's walking out. Yeah, yeah.
Did you notice the white knuckle?
I know what meme you're gonna show. I saw one today. I hope it's the same one. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Melania's pissed. But no, he was shaking hands with Gavin Newsom, and his hands, you can actually, I don't know if you can be able to see it. Let me blow it up a little bit. His knuckles like turning white. Trump was squeezing his hand so freaking tight. I don't know if you can see that.
That's the way. That's what he does, and he holds on.
Oh yeah, he was squeezing the shit out of it, and he's pulling him towards him, and he's pushing him, and he's pulling him, and he's pushing him.
Yeah,
it was wild. Was my head? Hold on a second. Okay, tap. He holds his belt buckle and he taps. All right, so we got that one. See if I have this one here. Oh, that's the E17. Yeah, here it is. She was pissed at him, so I guess she really gave him a beating.
No, that's not the one, but that's a good one too. Let's play that over.
Oh God. Yeah, so now here, this is pretty interesting because we have this meme right here. We have the fire trucks. All right, let me pull. Oh, that's up as far as it goes. All right, but it says, I'll read it to you. It says, Godspeed to those who will be put in harm's way. You're the brave men and women on the earth. We will never forget. All share one title, common that it is total of a hero. And it just happens to be the fireman right over here. That's what he's talking about. Right here. Now, this came out back in 2017. How crazy is that? That's drop number 69, by the way. That's how we go by that.
Eye of the Storm 217.
That's right. That's right. And that's the guys I was talking about right there. Stormy Joe, you want to get your mind blown. Follow these guys. I'm telling you, they're incredible. Dan Scavino posted another one. Now, this is what the hell was it on? It was California. They were leaving there. Was it Cascades or Palisades or whatever the hell that was?
Yeah. Palisades.
Yeah, that's the Palisades. Now look how Latin this place is. Let me lower this volume. Okay. Just look how flat that is and how weird that is. That was, I mean, look at it. You got the trees still building up. Okay. You still have the trees over there, and you got everything that's pummeled over here. Look at that line. And all the trees are okay. And as a matter of fact, these houses are okay. And Trump does say something about, it looks like something hit it, but he won't get into it. Yeah, that's another 17.
I got a video on that.
Like I said, yeah, absolutely. I'll stop sharing right now. Go for it.
Let's see if this is the right one. And it came from into, what's that guy's name? I think that was it. Okay, here it is. Let me share this. Nope. 1 second. I'm just trying to find the correct monitor here. Oh boy.
I gotta get a green screen.
Wow, I keep going to us. I've never done this before. Here it is. It's up way up on top. I think this is the one. Let's just play this here. Is this I hope I don't get a copyright on this one here.
Has anything bigger than that happened in the whole country ever? It looks like, I don't want to say what it looks like, but you know what I'm going to say. It looks like something hit it. And we won't talk
Bingo.
about what, but it is a bad, bad situation.
Yeah, so he basically is just saying something hit it, and we call it Mountain Dew on our end.
Exactly, Mountain Dew. Okay. That was more 17s. Hold on one second. I'm gonna get back up to it. And which one is this? Oh, that's when he was going back and forth with Bass, kicking her ass. This one here. That's a meme. I'll play that later on. He just changed it. And this is about the blackout for 10 days that everybody was going crazy about. And pig, yeah. This was, see, nope, that's not the one I wanted. That wasn't the one. Give me 1 second. I'm going to stop. Oh, I'm not even sharing. Okay, good. 1 second. I'm just looking for.
Take a look at this one here while he's finding that one.
He said that Bill Gates.
Start this over. Boy, these things just jump ahead.
Fast.
About these wildfires is already out there. It is not, because I've got a familiar face to show you that is likely very much involved with this when it comes to the smart city idea. Now, before we get to that, there's a few things I need to show you. Donald Trump was doing a media tour yesterday when it comes to these fires and the flooding in North Carolina, and the words he said, I swear this man is talking in code. You are not going to believe this. Donald Trump went on to say that it looks like something hit California causing these fires. Listen to this really quick.
Has anything bigger than that happened in the whole country ever? It looks like, I don't want to say what it looks like, but you know what I'm going to say. It looks like something hit it. And we won't talk about what hit it, but it is a bad, bad situation.
Wow, it looks like something hit it. Now, of course, he could be talking about a bomb or a nuke, but in my mind, I don't think that's something he wouldn't say. Why did he say, I don't want to say what I think it is?
Yeah, I don't want to say what it looks like, but you know what I'm going to say. It looks like something hit it.
Because he knows that people like myself and other researchers are going to take that as if he's talking in code. Now, not a few hours later, wait to hear what he said to Mayor Karen Bass as he was ripping her apart and calling her out for all her deceit. And it's just wild. Listen to the word he uses.
If a family,
People are willing to get a dumpster and do it themselves and clean it out.
and they can,
There's not that much left. It's all incinerated.
That's right. All incinerated. He's doing this on purpose. Listen.
I watched hundreds of people standing in front of their lots, and they're not allowed to go in. It's all burned. It's gone. It's done. Nothing's going to happen to it. It's not going to burn anymore. There's nothing to burn. There's almost nothing to burn.
And the more you listen to him, the more you could tell that he's trying to say something to people. He's definitely trying to get the fact across that this was not a normal fire. Things are completely destroyed and gone. So I thought that was very important to add to this video. And now, as far as Bill Gates goes, this is going to blow your freaking mind. Now, not only were the insurance companies caught canceling insurance leading up to these fires in California, we heard that from all walks of life, including celebrities who had their insurance canceled.
And they've had the same insurance. And these insurance people decided to cancel their fire. And we're going through this, and it just happened, and they have no fire insurance.
But now the same exact thing is taking place in Arizona, specifically near Phoenix. And guess who bought 24,000 acres of land in Arizona to build a smart city? Yes, Bill Gates, and he wants the nickname of this city to be the new Silicon Valley. Yeah, the new, as if the old one may have burnt down or something like that. Exactly. So just take a look at your screen. Starting on February 15, 2025, many residents with Progressive in Arizona will lose their wildfire insurance. If that is not a sign for danger to come, I don't know what is. Now, tying this all back into Bill Gates, take a look at this short clip explaining what his smart city is all about and what he wants to call it and why it's related to California as the new Silicon Valley.
Bill Gates, he wants to follow up redesigning the world as we know it. What is the fantasy city that Bill Gates dreams about? Well, it's a city deep in Arizona that will use technology to optimize every single aspect of life.
Now, this is where it gets creepy. Listen.
While this would primarily make the lives of its citizens much easier, those that are proponents of smart cities think that they may be essential to combating climate change. But Gates's proposed city would actually damage the environment. For Gates, his city would go by the name Belmont, Arizona. From how he has spoken about its tech-forward philosophy, it might be the smart city that becomes the next Silicon Valley.
And that right there, my friends, is why I do what I do. This stuff is all coded. They use specific words, specific language in order to communicate with each other without giving away their plans to the average person. I mean, of course, this is all a theory and speculation because God forbid people allow us to put out our own ideas about things, but this is just too much. There's way too many coincidences going on
Mountain
here.
Dew.
All of these people are somewhat involved in these fires or any other natural disasters that then clear up land for the government to then use for what they want, specifically smart cities. All right, everyone, if you have any other information that's involved in this, please send it my way because there is no chance that this stuff is not connected in some way. All right, everyone, I appreciate you all. Until next time, I'll see you all very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Boom. So Trump's got to tell everybody without telling people. So you just got to pick up on what he says.
Yeah, and I think people
And-
have to get used to that. And I think
Well, he's been
we've been
doing it since day one.
well,
You know what I mean?
So basically, how you get people to really get it is you affect their bank accounts, their wallets, their house, that kind of thing. Now they're going to be paying attention, and so but nobody. The biggest thing is why the far left is always adamant about Trump. They think he's stupid. They think he's this or that because they don't understand. They don't understand.
Oh, they know. They know.
They know.
Oh, yeah, they know. You kidding me? Of course they know. That's why they're shitting bricks.
Well,
They know.
are you referring to like the government side or just the average people?
Everybody knows how smart this guy is. They don't take him for granted at all. I mean, this is a big war. It is a war, okay? And they're not in charge of the media anymore.
Do you think that people understand that he talks in code?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody's picking it up on X. Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's
good.
why
Well,
he
I'm
uses numbers. That's why he uses numbers too. You know what I mean?
gonna talk about the normies here, but yeah, all right. Well, that's
Right,
great.
exactly. I mean, look at the next fire. There's another fire truck that he has with the 269 on it. 269 is 17. So I mean, I see. Like I said, I'm not the only one that sees it. I mean, it's all over X. That everybody's going crazy over the 17s because he just keeps popping up, and it happened all week. Everything was 17. It's like I can't stop seeing it. You know what I mean? And one good thing is, remember Steve Miller? I think his name was Steve Miller. He was on Trump's. He was in Trump's cabinet last time. He was out on I think it was George Magazine. He was talking about child sex trafficking in America, and you guys mentioned that last night too. I think it was Alex. Okay, Fox did cover that. I have the video. I actually sent it to you on an inbox while you were talking to Buck last night. And I says, oh, no, wait a minute. I got the video. I got the clip. We sent it to her. So I was trying to get your attention, but I didn't want to bother you guys. You know what I mean?
I can't play copyrighted network stuff or I get dinged.
Oh, really?
So that's why I was looking at the videos that you were showing us, and this they didn't look like they were on YouTube or anything like that. Let's hope and pray. But
Well,
yeah, that's how they're going after.
A lot of it was. Let me see what else I have here. I'm going to try to not to do that, but Trump on taxes. Do you hear about that?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
See,
So I can skip all that shit.
Yeah.
Like I said, I missed some of you guys last night, so I wasn't really sure. This one here. Oh, I got one for you. Hold on 1 second. Now, this is what I was talking about before when I was talking about the dot player. And this is what the FBI posted. I think it was yesterday morning. Let me know if you can read this. So it says, so basically they train for the sum of all fears. and they're talking about a nuclear incident training exercise that I was trying to
Oh,
say
okay.
earlier,
Yeah,
and that's in
yeah.
Albany. If you guys ever watched The Sum of All Fears, the movie, it's about a big football game, and the president has to be, happen to be there. And I did it again, son of a bitch. I can't go backwards. Yeah, hold on one second. I gotta find my bookmarks again. Go ahead, keep talking for a minute. I'll stop sharing.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know why it does. I don't know why it does to me. Yeah,
Give a
it drives
shout
me
out to
crazy.
anybody. Is anyone out on Rumble? I don't see too many people out on Rumble, but I did change the time with Joey just to make our lives easier. Also, too, let's see who we have out there. President owns a home in South California. As Lori's is saying. Yeah, I heard him talking about he's got property out there.
Mm-hmm. I do have another meme too. It's Cat Williams. Remember Cat Williams?
Oh
The
yeah,
comedian. Yeah,
yeah.
I got a little clip with him, and now this one's a little. It's a little cool. I like it. I think you guys will enjoy it, so I'll play it for you. It's not long. It's not long. Come on. I don't know if that's my computer doing this or what.
You got it. It's up there.
Okay.
Not fucking around. Day one, that motherfucker did some shit that we thought only God. Trump is in day one. We thought only God could do. Day one, some people went to sleep, woke up. Trump had took their whole gender away. God damn! Your whole pussy is gone, bitch. That's a penis.
Kind of a delay here, Joey.
Bathrooms or nothing. Trump don't give a fuck.
What's that?
It's too delayed. I don't know why.
Oh, it is. I don't know. It might be me because my computer's acting like weird right now. I don't know what the hell's going on. This one here, I think that's too long too. Yeah, it's like 7 minutes. I'll post it on. I don't know. Can I do that? Can I post a link on here or no? For X.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Copy link, and I'll just post it right here and
You should be able to.
boom. Okay, I think I just did. Oh, wait a minute. This comment has failed to TP. It failed. Yeah, for some reason it's going by doubling up on my comments too. I'm lagging big
Oh yeah,
time.
because I'm on 2 YouTube channels. That's why.
I think I need a bigger
So
computer.
it'll double up on.
Oh,
It'll
okay.
show you one from TTP News and then the other one from whatever. I forgot what the other one is. I don't have a lot of people on my YouTube channels, more on Rumble, but that's okay. When it gets recorded, more people will watch it later on. So we were at the hour mark.
Right. I
Joey,
gave everybody the.
okay.
Okay. I'll stop sharing. All right. So I'll just do more next week.
Yeah. So let me just come back to us here. And wow, it was a week. It was a week, though. It's a historic week. He got over, I heard it was over 300 executive orders that have been signed, which is really good news. You know, we're all waiting. You know, he says you're all going to get tired of winning, and I'm never going to get tired of winning. Man, we paid our dues for this. Our ancestors paid our dues for this, and I'm glad that we can see the benefits of it, and then also too, you can see the benefits for the future children, right? And hopefully, the next administration will either be carried on by someone who continues to do what he has already put into place. And I truly
Right.
believe that. I want to believe that more than anything. And because we are getting rid of all of the swamp, we are draining it.
Absolutely, man. Hey, good times. I mean, this is like the best week so far, and hey, this is only week 1. I mean, he's got a lot of time left, so much is
I know.
happening so fast, and also, I had another fucking connection. I lost it. So, Dan Scavino posted it at 12. Oh shit. 12, I want to say 12:17. I want to fuck that up because it was actually in the drop. Yeah, it connected right. So Mike Johnson sent Trump the letter for the State of the Union,
Yeah.
and it actually pegged off the cue boards exactly, and it said cue. It did. I did think I saved it here. No, I didn't. It said State of the Union start. And then it hopped over to the timeline, the timestamp on the post, which went into Jesus. I can't remember off the top of my head. I can't find it either. Oh God. I think it said cue the start. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have it here? Nope. Yeah, I can't find it. I don't have it on top of my head. But I do have a 17. I do have a 17 drop. And yeah, fireworks. That's another. That was another one. But he also dropped a bomb. It was an F. It was an F something or other. And the door the bottom doors are opening up for a bomb drop at the same time. So post number 17 itself. I gotta show you this real quick. And it will line up with the. Oh, you're sharing. That's why.
You got it.
Okay, here it is. Okay, beautiful. It says focus on the power of POTUS as it relates to the Marines. Now the Marines are down in the south. They're at the they're down the border. Okay, and it says how can military be applied to prosecute bad actors, avoid corrupt agencies and judges? Biggest drop on poll. Now this was connected to the drop. Can I stop staring? Okay, good. That was connected to the Q drop from Dan Scavino. That's the one, baby. Nope, that's not the one.
No,
he
it's
dropped
not?
it. No, he dropped it at 12:17.
Well, this one said
Believe it or not.
17 hours ago. So this one was posted 17. How many 17?
A lot. It was a lot. It was actually it was a different plane actually. And I thought I saved it, but I can't find the stupid thing.
Yeah. All right.
That was another one that mentioned fireworks. That's crazy. I mean, like I said, everything's like dinging off the cue boards like crazy. And keep an eye on Dan Scavino's posts and look at his times. The time that he posts everything, and look up that the time. You mention the time, and then you go into the Q post and you put the time in, hashtag, and search hashtag, and the number. Now, sometimes at night, it will be like a military time. That's the one. That's the one. Yep, that was the one. So bombs are going to be dropping. Bombs are going to be dropping. At that was attended to. That was that was tied up to the State of the Union, and it was actually 369, I think it was. Do you have the timestamp on that by any chance? I can look at that up real quick.
Let's see what this one is here. Dan Scavino. This is 17 hours ago. This is the same one as like the other one, but the other one was showing smoke. So
Right,
let me
but you
come
don't
back.
have the timestamp on that? If you click,
No, it's
you should be able to
got,
click on that. Hang on, I'll look it up real quick. Real quick, I'll look it up. Oh, it won't take me long.
I clicked on it and it just brought me back into it. Here it is, 11:17 p.m., which would have been 12:17 your time, I'm guessing. So, yeah, so this is all really cool. What does Hula Hoop have to say out there? She said, I had to switch to YouTube because Rumble was not letting me post. I don't know what the hell's going on with Rumble. Yeah, I was wondering why nobody was posting out on Rumble
Oh,
there.
that's what the tie was. That's what the tie was, but that's the emails. Arrest being made. That's what it is. That's the first arrest. Yep, that's okay. Yep, we got it. Woohoo! Bring it, baby. I know, right? I lost count too.
Yep, yep.
Well, I told you this week was packed of 17s, and I didn't even go through them all. I still had more left.
Let me just see what the latest news out there, and then we can pick this up. So there's going to be an exciting week coming up here, you guys. First of all, I want to say thank you to the moderators. Lori's is the one that's out there. I never thank you guys, and you guys, when you do come in here, I want to just let you know how much I appreciate you being out there. I'm still a small channel, so we really don't have anything to worry about. What else I'm seeing out there? So just to let you guys know, people in Arkansas are out there with Mexican flags protecting ICE mass deportation. Have they lost? Protecting ICE mass, wow, in Arkansas. Something doesn't seem right with this information. Holding signs that say no human is illegal. Keeping families together and don't deport immigrants, deport racists. I don't know what part of Arkansas this is, but I beg to differ on it. But I want to show this very quickly here. This is what's actually going on. And if you think about it, was it Sarah Sanders is the one that's kicking out China, kicking out all these other people. Let me see if I can tell where this is at. It says Orlando's Paintings. I don't know where this is at. It doesn't look familiar to me. This must be further south than where I was at. And also to let you know, there are a lot of illegals in Arkansas, just like anywhere else. Yeah, just like anywhere else. Yeah. And Hula Hoop is saying, thank you, Lori's, for all that you do. This is crazy. These people, this is the Ozarks, so which is part of Arkansas. The furthest, I lived in the Ozarks. I was in Bella Vista. And this doesn't look like, I'm telling you this right now, a lot of people in Arkansas came from California, came from Texas, they came from Illinois, they came from all over. And I'm just thinking, why are these people protesting, sending them back? Why don't they do what everybody else did when they first came into this country? They became, they had to go through being sworn in as American citizens. I don't understand it. People don't know the history of our country, where we came from. These are foreigners who are burning the American flag at the express hatred for America, also deported. So you've got this one image right here where people are basically at this looks like New York to me, where they're burning the flag, and then you turn around and you go up a little bit further. These people are foreigners who are burning the American flag, and then you've got the Americans who are saying, don't get rid of these foreigners. You call them foreigners, they're illegal immigrants. Call it what it is.
Antifa.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Antifa.
And you had a bunch of feds coming out of there too. I think it was in DC actually. They had a DC. I had that in my, I don't know why, but my computer froze up. So I won't be able to share my screen that much anymore, but there was like maybe 100 guys dressed up in, you could tell they're feds. They had the beige khakis, the dark blue, navy blue jackets with they always had the masks on. They got to hide their face, and you can tell they're feds. And they were marching through, and then they went right back down to the subway to leave. You could tell they were feds, and they called them right-wing patriots. I'm like, no, they're not. They don't want Cash Patel in there. That's what the problem is. And by the way, this week is going to be hot too, because you have the hearings this week. You got Cash Patel, you got Tulsi Gabbard. This is going to be crazy. RFK, come on, man, bring it.
You think Cash Patel is going to be certified?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so, because they're going to be you're going to find out that they're so dirty that they can't clean it, so they have to dissolve it. That's why they're bringing these people in. That's my eyes. And every single one of them mentions their Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Every one of them. Every one of them, they thank Jesus for that day. Yep.
I have reservations about Cash. We talked about that on the show, but I can always eat crow too. So
that guy's amazing. He knows a lot of stuff. He knows a lot. And I tell you, 2020 ain't over yet, baby. So whatever they did back, because this is going to go back to your elected, your local elections. Everything's rigged. We all know that.
Hey, Joey, have you been seeing a lot of stuff out there about Home Depot and the illegal immigrants, and they're showing Home Depot?
Some of them had it. Some of them, they hire them. They hire them for the day. They got a pickup truck. They go to the Home Depot if they, they're always looking for work over there. So anybody who wants cheap labor, they go to Home Depot, pick up some guy, pick up some Mexicans over there, and pick them up, and they pay them for the day. I think it's like $20 a day or $30. I don't know what it is, but that was going on. That's been going on for a long time.
It's been going on in America. I hate to say this, but I remember years ago, I was having some work done. I was a single woman in my house, and I needed a drywaller. And I asked the guy across the street because I knew he did some side jobs, right? He says, just go stand at 7-Eleven. You'll be able to get somebody. I'm like, what?
Right?
I was like, I was really
That's
young.
what I tell everybody too. I tell my boss all the time, hey, you don't want to hire us? Go to Home Depot.
Yeah. So, and okay, so I get it, but they were actually showing that there was nobody inside the stores, which
Hasn't been.
Yeah. But I will tell you though, Home Depot is not a woke chain. Home Depot was the guy just died, the owner, the guy that owned it, the business, the franchise, big time out of, I think, New York, probably, up in your area there, was pro-Trump before anybody else would say that they were.
Exactly. I think he owned a few other things too. It wasn't just Home Depot, it was something else.
Yeah. All right, I can't wait. This week that's actually coming up should be exciting.
Yeah, like I said, you're going to be seeing so many 17s this week. Oh my God, you're going to be seeing more now. Now that you're aware of it, now you can look things up. I mean, always look for Dan Scavino because he's always posting shit. And,
I know.
See how long that video is too, because sometimes that length of the video will give you a drop. So if it's 37 seconds, look at number 37 and look at the timestamp. That's how you read the queue. And I gave you guys the website to check them out. Hashtag then the number on search. And you can always go for if you go to the post and it will say today's Delta. You'll see a bunch of them.
Well, I think we're getting to the point that we're using our intuition and we can see it. I don't know about how much.
Well, I don't know. I'm all revved up about those drops because they're dropping like crazy, especially this past week. Holy shit! It was like State of the Union. Boom! March 4th. Here we go. It's like, yeah, look at that one. It's like shit. And March 4th is very, very interesting too because that was the original inauguration day.
Right.
Back when. So I think we're going backwards to go forwards. You know what I mean? Because I think it was what, January 20th was the election or some shit, or January 6th was the election, and then they would get inaugurated March 4th.
Right. That's the way it used
It's
to be.
not
People
it's
thought-
not March 22nd anymore. 322 Skull and Bones, not happening. Just like he didn't have the hand on the Bible. Hey, he wasn't outside either, facing the dick that was out there that they praise about. The Washington Monument, the big penis over there. He wasn't outside. He was inside. So everything has a meaning. And those who saying that they're all he didn't have his hand on the Bible. Well, JFK didn't either. And what did he do? They killed him for it because he exposed everything. So exciting time, guys.
Yeah.
Keep praying.
Definitely. Thank you, Joey. Appreciate your perspective on all this. And I'll be coming back tomorrow night with Fran, and we're going to talk about the golden years, and it's really good information she's got coming up. And I appreciate you guys. Everybody, Buck has his own perspective. I have a different way of communicating with Buck. And thank you so much for the videos tonight, Joey, with Catherine. Those were really good. It's good for us to see what is actually going on over there, and I'm sure she's going to have a lot more. So we'll look forward to some of those if you get them next week, and some other stuff also.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, like I said, she does daily things at the down in Gitmo. So I'd be happy to share it with you guys. No problem. And like I said, the hearings are coming up, and that's going to be wicked exciting. That's something to watch.
Yeah.
Because Pam Bondi, she was a beast. Oh my God, she unbelievable. She was so good. She tore down Adam Schiff so fast. It was like, boom, I'm not taking in that. And you're not going to give me that attitude. I'm not going to put up with that. And I was like, good for you, girl. You go.
Yeah. She didn't even have to say anything. It was just showing you, his bullying side or whatever. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Thank you for joining Turn the Page.
I love everybody. Have a good night. And I'll see you next time.
And now, Turn the Page. Good night.
Good night.